As various stages of load shedding continue in the country, blacked out robots are the norm. And we have seen a mushrooming number of informal traffic controllers who have taken the initiative to alleviate congestion. These heroes do this for free. They're not hired by anyone, but their efforts ensure that motorists can proceed smoothly through intersections and avoid accidents. Mitch Sneakers brand that has been making waves on the streets have started a campaign across the country to give back to the robot marshals. For more on this, we're joined by founder of Mitch Sneakers, Johnny Modiba. Johnny, appreciate your time on the show today. Now, this is a problem that every single motorist is all too familiar with. You get to an intersection, and sometimes people don't address the four-way stop. But there are these informal marshals, if you will, that seem to have come up with a solution. Talk to us about what inspired you to support them.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hugo, and thank you to the viewers of Newzroom. We've, thought of a lot of things, and we are staying in Johannesburg, and we see reality, and we are, in the middle of where the load shedding has taken, the role of our life, and it's really managing us, and we're not surviving in terms of the plans that we have in a day. Then we thought it's important that we, look after those that are looking after us without even knowing that they're looking after us. The example is in a situation where you have an ambulance, stuck right at the back of the traffic, and they are not managing to make it to the hospital on time, and you happen to lose, your loved one in the process. Then we thought it's important that we get to this type of a project where we are assisting those that are assisting us without knowing.
So let's talk about the response, because I saw some stuff on social media where you were giving them meals, you dressed them in reflective vests, which I think are super important. How have they reacted to your approach?
Yeah, the response from these traffic controllers, we call them informal traffic controllers. It was really something that they've never thought there would be any person that would think of them. And you see them as they're doing their traffic control. They're really baking. They're asking for things. They're asking for food. And we think if we really, are to join hands together and think about them, because many of us think that they're coming from the Nyaupe side, they're coming from, uncontrolled environments, then you might think there's situations that is really pushing them to be in those type of situations. Then we thought it's important that we also think about them. And they really appreciate our initiative, and they embrace it. And I think if we continue and join hands as NGOs, as companies in around those environments, then I think it will really be a very good initiative that will be embraced by them.
So what are you actually doing for the informal traffic marshals?
Yeah, what we do, we buy reflectors for them. We buy gloves, we buy caps. We also prepare meals for them. Then we've planned to have at least have it happening twice a month. If we are able to, get more support from any other people that would be, you see it as important. We can also, add numbers in terms of how many times we're doing it in a month. Then we might even do it more than twice a month.
So let's talk about structure. Now, I've listened to countless conversations where, there's been some conjecture around, is it a good thing to have the informal traffic marshals or is it not? Because some of them are not savvy around traffic regulations or traffic laws, etc.
Yeah.
So when you come to a traffic intersection and you engage these marshals, and there are 5 or 6 of them, do you find that there is a structure? Does what you're doing allow for the creation of a structure for specific marshals to work at a particular point?
Yeah, one would say it's not appropriate, or one would say it's really, playing a very important role. You'd understand that in the morning, for an example, you come across a situation where you've got a load shedding in a certain section, but that section is really, the joint of roads towards where you're supposed to be having meetings, and it happens that you don't have them. Then your meeting is meant to happen in the next 15 minutes, let's say. Then it doesn't happen. You are blocked by traffic. And that meeting, it was really one of the important meetings to contribute to your business, your business achieving that is also contributing to the economy of the country. Because the meetings, in a small as you might think your meeting is, it might make a huge impact to the economy of the country in the future situation. Then we're saying they might look informal, they might really not be a situation where the society is not endorsing them, but indirectly so. You are really being helped by those people.
Now, you've talked about, you've started this initiative, you're looking at other organizations, not-for-profit organizations, companies coming in to partner you. How do you see this moving forward? Obviously there are elements of accountability that will be important, because some may want to give cash, some may want to give in kind. Have you looked at creating some form of structure around your business? Because obviously accountability becomes an issue. You also want a credible distribution amongst the marshals themselves.
Yeah, we know that in a country, we can't be a country without issues of socio-economic development, and we obviously use that word socio-economic development in a form of skills development. Then we know that many of them, when we see them, we think that they don't have skills. And maybe they do have skills, but their skills are informal. But then we have to formalize their skills such that they are also, brought into the situation where the economy will benefit from them. Then they are indirectly so showing you that they've got skills, but they need to find that person that comes in and say, I want to take you guys and I want to put you in an environment where you will be trained, you'll be given skills on to become the formal traffic controllers. And I think that is very important, and I think that's what we are thinking that we need to have. If there isn't any program that is really developed to take care of this type of people, then the department that is really responsible for that particular component, it has to come in and develop that particular qualification and ensure that we give them the recognition of prior learning programs. We give them training. We give them, support. Then they become, one of them might even become a chief of traffic controllers. You never know the skills that they are having. Maybe they might even contribute to better those that would really think that they have those skills. And they might come up with a solution towards the challenges that we're having as a country.
So let's talk about your involvement. You're a young business. Mitch started November, I think it is. So not very old, new in the business. But you've taken the initiative as part of your corporate social investment. Why? The expectation would be, if you had been in the business several years and you were making hundreds of millions of rand, it would be appropriate. But you're barely a year in the business. Yeah,
we know we are very small and we are very young in the space of sneaker business. And the Mitch, where it has just started in November on the 22nd, and we've strived to want to see ourselves becoming one of the big sneaker business in terms of, in fact, the clothing in overall. But we've said we'll start with the sneaker for now, because we see the demand in the market, but would grow as we go. Then I think with the minimal money that we are making in the business, because we've seen it as something that would really alleviate us, would make us to look good, would also make us to be known out there. Then we thought, why not? If it's something that would obviously indirectly contribute to the business, then let's contribute to those that are in need. Then indirectly so, it really contributes to the business indirectly so in the long run.
So we talk about Ubuntu and what we can do for the next man.
Yeah.
What are your words to other young entrepreneurs that are out there that are starting out their own businesses, or that have been in business for a relatively short period, around assisting and helping people in need?
Yeah, we're also inspired as a business. We did not just start from from the air. We didn't just drop. We've seen people growing. We've seen people in businesses, and we are saying also those young businesses, with the little that they have, if they are being supported, if they are, making money or some means of money there and there, if they've got a little that they can give, let them do so, because the giving, you never know, it might come multiplied. Then let's really play in that space, and if you are making money, don't make the money to drive you. Don't make the money to change who you are. Know where you come from. Know that you are given at some stage in your life. Then also play a role in terms of giving. And I think it will really take us a very long way to become, the country that is not taking care of one another.
And Johnny, finally, if people want to reach out to you and support the initiative, where do they find you?
Yeah, our company is called Mitchwear. Our website is www.mitchwear.co.za, or we are having a social media account, which is under the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We are Mitchwear_ZA. Those are the contacts that they can find us on. Then I think we also have the WhatsApp number, which is 076-468-8443. That's our WhatsApp number.
John Modiba, I appreciate your time this afternoon. He is the founder of Mitch Sneakers, and they've been assisting formal traffic controllers, rewarding their efforts out on the streets of Johannesburg.